Hey everyone, this is Darian Veal with Exit Realty. I am here at Associated Bank with the fantastic Kimberly Cannon. We are going to be discussing, or she's going to be discussing, some down payment assistance programs that her bank is offering, or that programs that she is affiliated with to help you, potential homeowners, with down payment assistance as well as closing costs.
Yes.
Kim.
So, good morning. Hello. Again, my name is Kimberly Cannon, and I'm a mortgage loan officer at Associated Bank, a full service bank. But today, in particular, we're going to be talking about some of the down payment assistance that we offer. We offer many products, but we're highlighting the money. So we're going to start off low and then we're going to go high. So the first thing that I want to talk about is our first-time home buyer closing cost credit. We offer a $500 closing cost credit to first-time home buyers on all of our products. So that's the first thing that we can help you with starting this process. The second thing I want to talk about is our PATH program. Again, this is an Associated Bank program, so you're not going to find it anywhere else. It is a grant up to $7,000, and it is totally forgiven at the closing table. So it's no retention period. You don't have to do any additional paperwork. Once you leave the table, it is forgiven. The one thing I love about this particular program, it's not necessarily for first-time home buyers. As long as this home is going to be your primary residence, meaning owner occupied, you're going to occupy the property. It's for 1 to 4 units. You can own other properties, again, as long as the property that you're purchasing is owner occupied. There are income restrictions on this particular program, but again, we'll talk to you about that. We will look at your documentation to make sure that you qualify for this grant. And what are we up to now? $7,500?
$7,500.
All right, now we got money on the table. So the next down payment assistance I want to talk about is called Down Payment Plus, or DPP. Now, the one thing I like to talk about this program, it's more so a pot of money. So it's on a first come, first served basis. So when the money is gone, we have to wait till next year for the money to be reallocated. So this money is actually given through the Federal Home Loan Bank, and Associated Bank is a participating lender. So we give a $10,000 grant that can be used towards down payment and closing costs. Again, this one is also income driven, but it is household. So again, anybody over the age of 18 that's going to be living in your home that's making income, whether they're on the loan or not, we're going to factor that in to determine if you qualify for the $10,000. It can be used towards down payment or closing costs, and there is a 5-year retention, meaning you have to live in the home for 5 years before this money is forgiven. Now, if you move out earlier than 5 years, it is what we call prorated. So you don't always just owe back $10,000 if you choose to move out. Each year it is reduced. And a lot of times when this $10,000 is given to you, it is immediate equity in your home. So if you're selling, it's not coming out of your pocket in most cases. It is really coming from the sale of your home. So it's a win-win situation. Now, we're at $17,500. Yeah, so that's money that you can have. People are really getting this money, no joke. So the other program that I want to talk about is CHA Down Payment Assistance. Now, this is for the city of Chicago. So again, welcome home, come back to Chicago, or stay in Chicago. We got money for you. So if you are currently a CHA resident, you can get a $20,000 grant. So now that's $37,500 that we're offering. This here has a 10-year retention. So that means they want you to live in the home for 10 years. And just like the DPP, if for some reason you move out in less than 10 years, it is a prorated down payment assistance. So if you move out, you don't owe all of the money. Keep in mind, it's immediate equity that's put into your home, and pretty much you're just kind of giving it back. So don't look at it as it's coming out of your account, or I'm not sure if I'm going to live there 10 years. Most of us stay in our homes at least I think on average 5 to 7 years. So again, this is money that you should just grab up so you can keep more of your money in your pocket. Now, this is also for non-CHA residents. So I know you hear that CHA in there. Somebody may say, oh, wow, I don't get Section 8 or I don't live in a CHA resident property. That's okay. You get $10,000. So in that particular case, it's $27,500. So again, there's money out here for everyone. Again, this is income driven as well. It is based on household income. Again, don't worry yourself. We're going to do the calculations. We're going to let you know if you qualify or not. Again, pot of money, first come, first serve. So what are some of the things that you can do to get ready to grab up this money before somebody else? First, you want to get pre-approved, hopefully through me, an Associated Bank. But there are other participating lenders. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to get pre-approved. The second thing you want to do is take a first-time homebuyer class, which I strongly encourage no matter if you get this down payment assistance or not, because there is levels to home ownership that you need to know about. And we want you to be an educated consumer. So we want you to get that class out the way. In most cases, you do need what we call a one-on-one counseling. So once you take your first-time homebuyer class, that same person that's taking the class will call you to go over your individual situation. So they're really drilling down to make sure that you know what you're getting into and that you can afford what you're trying to buy to create successful home ownership. So these are two things that you can get without having a property. The reason why that's important, some of these programs, if not all, in order to reserve the money, you have to have a property. But what we don't want to do is start getting behind the 8 ball. After we get the property, now we're trying to do these homebuyer classes. These certificates last for 1 year. So go ahead, let's get it out the way. So whether it's this round of money or the next round, you're ready to go. So let's get that out the way. The other thing, the last thing, is for CHA. So if you believe that you want to explore this down payment assistance, you can actually Google their website, CHA.org, and there's an orientation that you can take. Again, you don't need a class for this. The reason why I want you to get this out the way is because these are requirements across the board. So if you've already done half the work, and then once you get that sales contract through Darien, we got that money reserved. And then now we're keeping more of your money in your pocket. So I hope this information helps. There's a lot of programs out there. Definitely do your due diligence because we can make home ownership affordable for all.
All right, that sounds fantastic. 27,000. So up to, so you guys are offering, or you guys are part of programs that are offering up to $37,500 for the purchase of a home. Yeah, that is a big deal. 2 questions I think we should address. First is that with the CHA program, the property you buy has to be in the city of Chicago.
City of Chicago.
Okay, and then for the programs that you guys, that Associated Bank offers, it does not have to be in Chicago.
It does not have to be in Chicago. It is county specific, and also the down payment plus, and thank you for bringing that up. So the down payment plus and our path grant is based on county. So the ones I can tell you off the top of my head is Cook, DuPage, Lake, Winnebago. Those are the counties, and it may be a couple of others. I think St. Clair, and I apologize, I don't go as down south as some other lenders. But again, once we identify the property, I will let you know. But again, those 2 are county specific. So if it's outside of the city, we can still help you.
Right, and the non-CHA programs, the programs through Associated Bank, that's not a pot of money. That money doesn't run out.
No, that money is here. That's
money
here.
doesn't run out.
So let's just say for some reason, the CHA money is all reserved. The down payment is all reserved. Associated Bank still has that $7,500. And Darien is going to do his best to get you seller closing costs. So with all of those credits that we could possibly get you, you can still have a lot of money on the table and a lot of money in your pocket instead of bringing it to the closing table.
Fantastic. And then just one last question. With any of these programs, are the buyers required to have, as we call it, skin in the game? Are they required to put up front any money up front, I should say?
Yeah. So I would say it's different levels to different down payment assistance. So say, for example, with our PATH grant, it's not a minimum down payment, it's just based on what the underwriting guidelines are. So in many cases, say if you get a conventional loan, that $7,000 could be your actual down payment. It's not necessarily saying that you have to put something down with the $7,000. Now, when it comes to down payment plus, let's just say if we're using down payment plus and PATH. So now down payment plus trumps PATH, meaning down payment plus requires you to put down $1,000. So even though we don't require it to get the PATH grant, the down payment plus of $10,000 does require you to put $8,000 down. And in most cases, that's your earnest money, or you can actually get it from your home inspection. So again, these are some things that we can contribute to your $1,000 contribution. So let's say now you're one of those blessed individuals who get all the money across the board. CHA also has a requirement, so it's more strict than our down payment plus. They're requesting a $3,000 contribution. So again, they're still giving you all this money, but they're still saying we want you to put $3,000 into this transaction. Again, earnest money, home inspection, your attorney fee. There's so many things that we can include as your contribution to the transaction. The really important thing that I want you to know is that any money that you're doing or you're going to be using for this transaction, make sure it's coming out of a verifiable account. Do not use cash. Do not use a credit card. Oh, we can't use those contributions. Make sure it's coming out of a checking or a savings or your 401k, any account that we have verified through the mortgage process.
All right, that sounds good. I think that's it. Kim, how do I get in touch with you?
Okay, so again, Associated Bank, we're located at 741 East 47th Street in Chicago, the Bronzeville area. You can also call me on my cell phone, 312-351-4684, and my long email, kimberly.cannon@associatedbank.com. KIMBERLY.CANNON@associatedbank.com.
All right, sounds good. So, hey, you guys got all the information. The money is there. Give Kim a call, shoot her an email, or hey, just pull up. She's right across.
Hello.
She's right across the street from the McDonald's. All the links.
That's a landmark.
That's it's a landmark. The McDonald's right on 47th and Cottage. If you guys are watching this video on YouTube, all the links and the information you need for the websites will be below this video. If you are seeing this video on social media, the links and everything will be included in the link in my bio. All right. Thank you so much for taking time today. All right. Appreciate it. All right, you guys. Take care.